Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and today it is Monday here, and the topic is on personal development. And the topic is, do you want to author your own book? Now, this is a very important topic. It's a very interesting topic, and a lot of people will benefit from this. Okay, so the topic is, do you want to author your own book? So ask yourself, have you ever thought of authoring your own book or writing your own book? Most people do not have any idea whatsoever about it, but today I'm going to share with you and inspire you that you can do it too. All right, now everyone has a book within them. Do you believe me? Everyone has a book within them. Why? Because they know things that they are passionate about. All right, you know things you are passionate about. For example, if you like cars, all right, you like cars, you know all the models of cars, all the make of cars, and so on. You can write a book about cars, all right. Or you're passionate about cooking, you can write a book about cooking, about recipes, and so on. So basically, you are passionate about something that you have a lot of information about, and you believe me, a lot of people outside there are looking for information like that. All right, they're looking for information that you have. All right, so basically everyone have information that they can sell, okay, by compiling it into a book. All right, now let me share a little bit with you about my background, how I came to author the book. Okay, now while I was studying in the UK, okay, I attended a course on how to sit for examination, all about exam techniques. I had to travel from Birmingham to London every weekend to attend the course. All right, and the course I went to the apartment, I don't even learn anything. What the instructor told me is to sit for exam. Okay, he gave me exam paper for 3 hours, and then after that he marked not for the content but for the exam technique, how approach the examination. So basically, I learned a lot about strategies of sitting for an exam, how to plan it, even to the extent of what sort of pen to use and so on. All right, so I know about how to study and so on. So I was thinking when I was UK, why not I write a book on how to study? And believe it or not, I made a research at that time. In the bookshop, there were no books on how to study. All right, there was no books at all in the bookshop. But you know what? I've never authored that book at all. It was only in my mind. All right, I wanted to, it as a desire, but I never get into it. All right, now when I came back to Malaysia, all right, I attended a seminar. All right, a seminar, and in one of the seminar, I was sitting beside a young man. He was much younger than me, and he had authored a book. And I was impressed with him because why? I wanted to author a book, but I have never done it. So he authored a book. So I told him, could we meet up for a cup of coffee? All right. After the seminar, which he was very kind enough to meet me up for a cup of coffee. And during that meeting, I absorbed everything. I asked him a lot of questions and I absorbed a lot of things. All right. About how he authored his book, how he go about it, and so on. All right. So basically, I learned from that young man. And because of that, I authored my first book, my second book, and so on. All right. So basically, what I want to tell you is that what can you learn from this session? All right. What can you learn from what I went through there? Number one, no one is going to wait for you. You don't author the book today. If you go to the bookshop, there are a lot of books on how to study. All right. Nobody's going to wait for you. Now, the other thing is that, you want to get advice, get from people who have done it. Don't ask the wrong people. If you ask somebody on the street or somebody that you know, they will tell you, no, it's not possible. I have not done it, and so on. And you are not good in your English language. You are not creative. A lot of people will discourage you. So, like I say, if you want to be successful, ask people who have done it. All right, get advice from people who have done it. And I spoke to that young man, and he has authored a book. Only one single book, no doubt, but he has done it. All right. Now, the thing is, when you start is not important. When you start is not important. All right, because why? The young man started earlier than me. and he authored one single book. But today, even though I started later, I authored more than 10 books, which is more than what he has authored. All right. So basically, when you start, it's not important. How you proceed from when you begin, that is very important. All right. And the other thing that's important is the momentum. All right. When I wrote my first book, when I authored my first book, I did not stop there. I continued with the second book, the third book, and so on. And now I've got more than 10 books that I have authored. Why? Because momentum is important. If you don't use the momentum to push you forward, you're not going to be, behind. Because why? Once you rest, you don't do much, you're going to get into the habit of not doing anything. Honestly. So you got to bring the momentum, to move you forward from first book, second book, and so on. That's very, very important. All right. And the last thing I want to share with you is that you don't need to attend seminars. All right. There are a lot of seminars like that teaching you how to author a book. I've never attended any of the seminars, and I've authored more than 10 books. I know of people, of friends, he invested a lot of money to attend the seminar. And at the end of the day, after the seminar, until today, they have not authored a single book. So it's not about attending a seminar. It's about you making a decision, a committed decision that you want to get it done. Are you with me? So it's important to realize that, you got to push yourself. You got the information within you, because there are a lot of things that that a lot of people are looking for. All right, today I authored more than 10 books. Okay, now simply put it, what do you really need? Actually, you only need a few things to start writing a book, to author a book. Number one, you need an editor, which you can use Microsoft. If you are using Windows, right, you can use Microsoft, okay, which is a very good text editor. You need to have graphic as well. Graphic, well, not to worry. If you can do it, you can hire somebody to do the graphic for you, the design of the book cover, the design of the content inside if you have graphic, And you also need the ISBN. ISBN is, the barcode at the back of the book. The barcode at the back of the book, which, will identify the book. All right, so you need that. And you can get that depending on where you are in Malaysia. You can get it from the public library. All right, you can get it from the public library, and basically what they need is a few copies from you, which they will, for free, they display in the public library, and then they give you the barcode, which you can print behind your book. All right, and lastly, you need a printer, a reliable printer who can print it for you. Today, the printing process is much, much easier. I think with a PDF, they can do it for you. Previously, I remember it was very costly because they got to take photo, they got to take a photo and use the negative. All right, so I don't go into more detail, but today, it is much easier to author your book, to get it done. All right. And what about marketing? Well, marketing, it depends on what you do. All right, whether you self-publish yourself, or whether you get a publisher to do it for you. All right. Now I market it in two versions. Number one, in ebook version. Ebook version is very simple. You already have the material in, let's say, Microsoft Word. All right. All you need to do is have Adobe Acrobat, whereby you compile it into PDF. As simple as that. You compile it into PDF. It don't need to be very fancy or whatever. You compile into PDF, and it is an ebook which you can market online. And of course, to market online, you need to have a website, you got to have the payment processor, and so on. So that is what I did previously, all right? And that is as far as ebook is concerned. And the other thing is physical copies. Physical copies, I market it through distributors, all right? Since I publish it myself, I got to look for distributors. All right, distributors to help to distribute my books to the bookshops and so on. All right, so marketing can be done either online or through distributors. All right, and of course they will get a big chunk of the profit. All right, a big chunk of the profit. If I'm not mistaken, they take as high as 70%. They take as high as 70%. Mind you, you authored the book, you arrange for all the printing, you pay for the books, and so on. And once they distribute for you, you only get 30%. If not mistaken, I can't remember now, but basically it's very high. And not only that, but it takes time for them to pay you as well. The credit term is not very good. Okay. Now, what I want to say is that today I'm not going to talk about the strategy of writing a book, but I want to encourage that it can be done, okay? You can do it, okay? You can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it too. Now, my English is not that good either, all right? So it's okay if your English is not good, okay? You can always get an editor to edit the copy for you, all right? And you don't have to be creative. Okay, you don't need to be creative, because when you have passion about something, your creativity will flow. Isn't it true? All right, when you are passionate about something, all right? Like me, today, I'm passionate about internet marketing, online marketing. I'm passionate about network marketing as well. I'm passionate about personal development, so I can sit down and write a book about that. All right. In fact, my books are on network marketing, internet marketing, and personal development. All right, so you don't have to be creative. And some people say, "Oh, Richard, it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time." Let me tell you, time is not a problem. Once you make up your mind to author the book, plan it out properly, and basically you can get it done within a short period of time. Let me give you a simple illustration. In one day, you write one page. Can you write one page a day? Just like writing an article, a short article. One day you write one page, all right? You realize that if you keep on writing one page a day, within 5 months, you have a book that's 150 pages in length. 150 pages book, which is reasonable book, right? So basically, if you do one page a day, which everybody can do, if you discipline yourself to write one page a day, in 5 months, you have 150 pages. All right. Now, the other thing is that I self-publish my own book. I do not go through the publisher. You know why? Because you go to the publisher, although they will pay for all the expenses and so on, but what you get is a royalty. That's all. You get a royalty, a small percentage, and they control everything. So I self-publish myself. And of course, self-publish myself, I got to do a lot of the work myself, right? Because when you self-publish, they will look for the printer for you. They will look for the distributor for everything. All right. But here, when I self-publish myself, that means I own the right to the book. I own the right to the book. And when I publish the book and I sell it, I earn 100%. All right. I earn 100%. Unlike if you go on the route of a publisher, you only get a royalty, maybe a certain percentage, all right, of it. I'm not sure what it is, but basically, I want to go to self-publish, which I have self-published all my books, all right, and I am in control, okay? I can in control. I feel like, I'm going to give the books to somebody for free. It's okay, no problem. I don't get the permission from the publisher, all right? And also, how many books I want to print is up to me. It's up to me, all right? And for your information, you don't have to print a lot of books, and you can start gradually, maybe 500 books or 1,000 books for a start. Okay, once you finish, you can go to version 2, version 3, and so on. All right. So basically, I would advise that you self-publish it yourself. All right, don't go to publishers because it is not expensive to self-publish yourself. Honestly, it's not expensive. All right, but of course, you need some capital to get it to be done. Whereas if you go to publisher, everything is paid for by the publisher, but you only get the royalty out of it, which is a small amount. All right. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something, because this is a very interesting topic. A lot of people have never ever thought of writing their own book. All right. A lot of people have never thought about it, but let me assure you, you have a book within you. All right. So the topic is, do you want to author your own book? Answer the question honestly. Do you want to author your own book? If you say yes, then you can get it done. That's for sure. All right. Everyone have a book within them. Isn't it true? Because you have something, information that you're passionate about, which a lot of people outside there are looking for. All right. And, I wanted to author a book previously on how to study, but I did not get it done. All right. And today, there are so many books in the bookshop now. Okay. And what I learned from my hard lesson that I learned is that nobody is going to wait for you. You don't write it, somebody is going to author it. All right. You want to get advice from people who have done it. You can get from me personally, honestly, because I authored more than 10 books, so I have the right to advise you. All right. When you start, it's not important. All right. Like I started later than the young man who advised me, but today I have more than 10 books, but he's still stuck with the one single book. All right. And important is momentum as well. All right. When you set a goal, once you reach it, don't relax. All right. Just keep on going, using the momentum to go forwards. Okay. And then the other thing is you don't need to attend any expensive seminar on how to write a book. All right. Marketing, you can market it by physical copies or by ebooks. All right. You can choose the route. I go both of the route. Okay. I have physical copy, I sell in the bookshops. I also have ebooks I sell online. Of course, that's how I learned how to create my own website, how to receive payment and so on, and basically ebook. I love ebook more because why? There's not much cost involved. You don't have to print it, all right? You don't have to print it. You just convert into a PDF and you upload to the server, and people pay you and they can download whenever they like, all right? Well, everyone can do it. Let me encourage you. You don't need to be good in the English, okay? You don't need to be creative. And then it doesn't take a lot of time. In fact, if you author one page a day, you write one page a day, in 5 months, you have 150 pages book, all right? And I advise finally is to self-publish the book yourself, okay? So this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I hope that you learned something here. It's a very interesting topic. And if you have no idea of how to author a book, you have no desire, then I hope this life of mine give you some inspiration, all right? And if you really need advice from me, please do message me, all right, on Facebook Messenger, and I will be happy to advise you how to go about it, okay? So thank you for your time here. If you feel that you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment, okay? So I will see you again on Friday for another session of my Facebook Live. All right. So this is Richard Quack from Malaysia wishing you good night and goodbye.